I was sitting there thinking, well, actually, I was sitting there praying, and then I was thinking about a time where I had been going through a lot of warfare in my mind. I'm talking about, man, it was so intense. I had never felt anything like that before. It was like a constant for like weeks and weeks, a constant, a bombarding of just thoughts of death, just really weird thoughts. It was a really weird pressure. And like I said, I had never felt anything like that before. And I remember after a few weeks of it, I came home from work and I just sat in my little chair, and I was like, I felt like, man, I can give up any minute now. And I sat in my chair, and I remember I started scrolling on my phone, and I ran across a message, and it was talking about tongues and everything, speaking in tongues. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this right now. I said, what else can I what else can I do? I ain't got no other time for nothing else. It seemed like so. I just started to speak in my little prayer language, and I did it for about 30 minutes. And somewhere in it, I kind of got lost. I kind of got lost in what I was doing. So when it stopped, it was around 30 minutes or so, and I was really tired. And I remember I got in bed and I just went to sleep. And then when I woke up, all of the thoughts had stopped. They had stopped. So I was thinking about that today, and I remember actually before it happened, the Lord had given me a dream, he showed me that he showed me a ceiling, and in the ceiling it was a crack, and there was a crack in the ceiling, and the crack was allowing things to come through the ceiling. So I knew, by the Spirit, he's talking about my mind, um, and but I didn't know necessarily what I was to do about it. I think I prayed about it, but I really didn't have any reference per se. So then, fast forward, and then, so I get to the time about the tongues, and I do it, and then it's gone. So I wanted just to stop in and say this. Um, God will He will show you something. When God shows you something, in essence, He's giving you the okay to deal with it. Now, how you find your way to how you have to deal with it is another thing, but luckily I found my way to deal with that moment. But I wanted to say, because a lot of times, man, we're praying about stuff that we're going through. Either we're praying kind of erroneously in error, and I'm not going to go into that, but either that's a lot of the thing that happens with us. So we're doing that, and there's no fruit from it, because he didn't really give you the okay yet. Now, I will say this: there are seasons in the believer's life where you have entered a season where you have been okayed per se, without God having to give you some type of image or instruction. You're okayed to deal with the things just as they come to you, or as you see them, or as you notice them, as you experience them. You're okay to deal with that. But that is a particular moment, that is a particular season. But until you get there, you have to allow the Spirit to reveal to you what's happening. And as He reveals to you what's happening, He's also giving you the okay to begin to deal with it, to cut it off, to take authority over it. So I think that's really crucial kind of to bring up, because again, we all know what it's like to pray and don't have no fruit from it, no answers or whatever. And then we kind of see, we know where is God, and then we all, the body tells us we got to go to the Word, and we have to do all of these things, and 9 times out of 10, that effort seems to fall to the ground with no result. And it's because Jesus is the head. The head has to give the instruction to the body. We have to have instructions even in things that we think we should already be okay to deal with. You will have those moments where you don't have to do that. You don't have to wait for an instruction, because you've entered that season. But until you do that, God has to direct you and show you and give you the instruction. Give what is the word says. He'll send it, and it shouldn't return back void. So He'll send you something, and if you use it the way that you're supposed to, you'll deal with the circumstance or the experience. So, man, I just wanted to say that to you, and just say it's okay. It's okay when you don't see the result just yet. You're in a training ground. You're in a time where God is doing something. So it's okay. But look and listen for the instruction. Ask God for the instruction even when he hasn't given it, and wait for the instruction. Then you can deal with the circumstance. Pastor Jamal, I'll talk to you. Peace.